Hi guys, this is Jessy from Jessy Cards and Gifts, and today I'm going to be going over how to create an image on Canva that you can later use in your Send Out Cards account for a card. And the first two things that I want to point out is that we will only be using the card option and the portrait invitation. And if you can't tell already, one is for landscape card and one is for portrait card. So really quickly, let's click on the portrait. And what this means, it's basically going to be a vertical card. And I will try to do this as fast as possible so that you guys can start creating cards here or images here on Canva and then sending out cards through Send Out Cards. So for today's example, let's create a birthday card. So what we can do is we can think of a theme that we want to put on the card. So when it comes to birthdays, we think of balloons, we think of cake, presents. So let's go ahead and type in balloons. And the cool thing about Canva is that there's a lot of free options and then there's some photos that you can purchase, but I like to keep it all free. I like to not really pay if I don't have to. So when you put in balloons, it's gonna bring images of balloons, and then you will just pick a picture that you think will look good in the front of your card. So I'm already seeing one that I like. I know this looks kind of lonely, but let's try to make it a little bit more interesting. So let's say we're making this birthday card for a girl or for a woman. And we know that a lot of girls like to receive flowers or roses. And let's just give it a really nice background with some roses. And the cool thing about Canva is that you can do a lot with it. So let's just pick this one here. And if you want this as a background, all you have to do is go over to Arrange and click back. But before we do that, we're gonna rotate it. We're going to click on back, and then we're going to stretch out the picture. And then the center, or the picture in the front, we will just make it a bit smaller so that we can see some of the background. Okay, so that would be the background. Another thing that we can do is maybe add a border around here. And then just click up here on illustration, because we don't really want a picture of a border. We want to be able to do our own thing. So let's just get that lined up with that picture. So that looks good. The cool thing also is you can change the color of all the illustrations. Well, most of them, I shouldn't say all of them. So we'll just do a white frame. And then we will put in our happy birthday message. And you can do it by text, but Canva offers some cool fonts here for free. And that way you don't have to really worry about typing it or doing that on your own. So let's see. Let's see what we want to do here. I know I'm probably taking longer than I should, but I just really want to show you guys just all that you can do with Canva. Okay, so let's just say that this is perfect, that we think that this card will be nice for a birthday, and we're done. So let's say we're done creating this image. What you want to do is you want to download it as a JPEG, because this is a photo that we will be adding to the front of our card in send out cards. So once that's downloaded on here, we can go ahead and then go back to Canva on here to a clear or a new screen. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna create the inside panel of the card. And it's gonna be the same process again, but this time it's gonna be a little bit more simple, because we are not going to be really spending too much time designing the inside of the card, which you can if you want to make it a little bit more elaborate. So we're just going to click on background, and we're going to add a already pre-made background to the inside panel of the card. And then we are simply going to, I suggest that you always add a photo of the birthday girl or the birthday boy. Or it could be a dog. You can be sending a happy birthday card to a dog. So let's say it's this doggy's first birthday, and you want to put that picture in there. You want to, again, save it as a JPEG. And once this is saved, then you want to go back to a clear screen on Canva, or a blank screen, new screen, whichever you want to call it. And then we want to create the third panel for the card. And this is not necessary to do all the panels on Canva. I personally like to make all the card match and be consistent. Standout cards allows you to change the background of a card. It can be an image or it can be a solid color. Canva just offers you a little bit more freedom in choosing what you want in the background. If you want to layer pictures, Standout cards has layouts, but you cannot manipulate them. They're already pre-made, and all you do is drop in the photos, which is really good for somebody that is in a hurry and just wants to send out a card and doesn't really have the time to sit and go to Canva and then take the pictures over there. So just keep that in mind. You are able to do stuff like this and send out cards. So I don't want you guys to think that this is something that you can't do. Okay, so we're designing the third panel, which would be the right panel on the inside. And again, Canva offers free templates here. So we'll click on the happy birthday one, and we will change that to a white font. And we will move this up higher so that we can write a message down on the bottom part. If I can get this okay. I'm not sure if you guys are noticing, but every time I move this, so you see that line that's appearing in the center, that is Canva letting me know that the happy birthday is now in the center of the card, so it won't be off to the side. It is in the center. That's another cool thing that Canva does for us. Okay, so now we come back to the text and we just add our own subheading here, and the more you type, the longer and bigger the box gets. So don't worry, you can add more than 2 words. So since it already says happy birthday, we are going to say You have the cutest puppy ever. Make sure to spoil her a little extra today. And I would like to make this match the top part here. So let's go ahead and, well, actually we don't have to highlight it. Let's just go ahead and go to there, up here to change the font. Let's make it a little bit bigger and let's make it white. So I'm thinking that the white might be a little too hard to read. Let's do purple. Or actually, the front card, the roses are pink, so let's just do pink. Okay, so we have our message there, and then you can just click on the smaller subtitle here, and then you can just put your name. And then just move it down here. And I always like to choose like a cursive font to kind of make it like a signature. I like to leave it black. Sometimes I change the color. But for this example, we will leave it black. Once we're done with that, we will save it as a JPEG, download it, and at this point, you can go ahead and go over to your Sendout Cards account. And once you're in Sendout Cards, you will scroll down to the Build Your Own. Once you are on Catalog, you will click on Build Your Own. And we know that this is a portrait card, and we will get to it. All we created were 2 panels. If we wanted to create a 3-panel card, then we would have to create all those panels to go in the card, which you can do. So we will leave that as is. And we will add the front photo. So now it's not on here yet. What you need to do is click on upload. And if you're not sure where to look for it, just head over down here and you will see that everything you saved had a certain name added to it. So a lot of them are Untitled 1, Untitled 2. So as long as you search it up here, it'll be easier. So one of them was called Happy. So that is the inside. So let's just go to Untitled. So we can see here the front of the card. We will upload it. So now it's there, the front of the card. We will click on the arrow to go to the inside. What you want to do when you get to this step, you want to click on the layout icon. You want to head over and click on the gray box, which is an entire image. You want to click on the camera. You want to upload the inside left. So we'll go back to Untitled, and we know that the little puppy will go on here. We want to do the same thing for the other side. Titled. Or actually, this one was saved under Happy Birthday. It's weird how Canva does that. I wish they would let us save it under something before we download it, just to make it easier. Okay, so now once you have uploaded both of the inside panels, you can see that it matches, it's consistent, and we head over to the back of our card. Now, the back of your card will be your own unique brand. your own picture, your name, your phone number. It can be whatever you want to include, or you can just leave it blank, or you can keep it consistent to the card and just do the vertical background lines. That is totally up to you. I suggest that you always brand the back of the cards with your information. Hallmark does it, so why not you, right? So just one more time, the front of the card will say happy birthday. The inside has your message and the photo, and the back will have your branding. Once you do that, you click save and send. And at this point, we will be either adding a gift or we will be simply sending the card. For the example here, we will just be sending the card, but I want to just show you if you wanted to add a gift, you can search the gift store. You can go through the menu here, or you can just put in, let's put in dog and see what comes up. Okay, so let's say we wanted to add this little token here with the little message, you know, just a little something for the dog owner. And so we will add that to our order. And once we do that, we will add the recipient that we are sending this to. For this example, we'll just choose myself. We will click done. And we will click, if you want to, you can go over the order again. If not, if you're ready, you can just do ready to send. And then on here, it's gonna have you revise the order one more time. It's gonna show you what the system is charging you. Now, on my system, it says points, but on yours, it is more likely to just have the price of the gift, the price of the shipping, and it'll show either the price of the card. But if you're on the 97 or 147 package, you don't have to worry about that because you can send free unlimited cards with postage included anywhere in the world, as long as you do it how I did in this example. So let's just say we wanted to change our mind on the gift. We click the X, we take off the gift here, and now we're ready to send. So I'm on the 97 program, so all my cards that I create are free, and we simply click send. It processes your payment, and then the card is sent from Send Out Cards, and they do everything for you. They print the card, they stuff it in the envelope, and they mail it out for you. So that is the example for today for using Canva to create the panels for your Send Out Cards. If you have any questions, please let me know. My name is Jessy, and you can always head to howtosendcards.com if you are ready to become a card sender.